Hello and welcome to the final part of my series about my awesome Lego train haul from a store in Denmark, Cigar. In this final part, if you watch the end of my last video, I'm going to be repairing these two rare Scandinavian boxes. As you can see, there's both the Scandinavian variants for 7735 on top and 7740. I got the set for 7735, that's not in the box right now, and then 7740 is just the empty box, which I wanted anyways for a Lego variant. I'm going to kind of first explain the condition of each box, and then I'll explain my plan for each. And then I will shoot some clips throughout my kind of repair process and show you guys what I'm doing. So first, this is a 7735 box. This is I think in the better condition of the two. I've taken out the inner box because the inner box is in good condition. So it's only the outer box that needs repairing. So first, as you can see, let's look at the lid. The lid is overall in good condition. I don't think this needs any repairs. I mean, I don't know what I would do to repair it. Maybe needs some tape removed. As you can see, there's something here, and then there's a little bit of tape here, so I'll have to remove that carefully. And then on the inside, you can see the sides are a little bit warped around the edges of the plastic window. That's not a huge deal, but you can see that there's like a little bit of, I've opened this flap. This part is ripped, so it's going to need some reinforcement with tape. If you remember my 7727 box repair video, it's a little bit like that. This is the same type of box with the cardboard inner tray that slides out, and then the plastic window. It's not like the older style boxes. This is the type of box released after 1980. And then, so if you can see on the other side, this is for some reason missing the entire top cover. I think how they did it was the flaps are, the top cover is one piece and the flaps are another piece, and then put glue in between the this cardboard here is part of the flap, so they glued this they glued this sheet to the inside of the main part of the box, and then so it's it's two layers right here, but this part is of the top box is removed. So I might just put a long strip of tape there just to again reinforce everything. Because the structure of this box is not super solid right now. And then I think the main problem with this box is that the plastic window is in very poor condition. It's actually falling out, you can see here, and then someone tried to repair with scotch tape or something like that, and it's a little bit hard to see, but there's a piece of scotch tape here that they clearly just it was falling out, and then they kind of patched it over the inside. So I think what I'm going to do for that, I might actually, because this window is in pretty poor condition, as you can see, there's a lot of folds, and there's no tears, but there's a lot of folds and warping and dents and everything. Actually, this is a tear, I don't know. But what I might do is, I think I'm going to just put a new window in. If you remember from my 7727 repair video, again, because it's the same type of box, because that one was entirely missing the plastic window, I put in a new one with some transparent plastic that I ordered off of Amazon. So I probably just rip out this window and then put in the new window out of that plastic and kind of tape it in like I did for 7727, because that was a lot. That definitely improved the box a lot. So yeah. And other than that, now you can see there's a little. This is the original seal here of the box, and then there's a small tear here. So I might patch that up with some tape. Yeah, overall, definitely in better condition than my 7727 box. That needed a lot of repairs. Yeah. Oh yeah. So you can see right here, and this is the window that's kind of falling out, and the tape here that someone used to try to repair it. Let's see if the camera can focus. Yeah. And then moving to the back. The back is overall in good condition. Oh, maybe we'll need to put some tape here. I'm not sure yet. So yeah, the back is in good condition. And then let's move to the 7740 box. This is definitely the worst condition of those two boxes that's going to need some repair. It's hard to see on camera, but this box lid I think has water damage. It's very it's not glossy. If I bring the 7735 box back, so yeah, it's hard to see, but this is very smooth, I guess ink or some kind of top coating. This one, if you can hear my fingers running on it, it's very rough. So I think it was water damage. You can see there's some damage here. The cover is also very warped. If you take a look at how warped this is. I don't know what I can do for the warping. I may be able to if I put some kind of cloth over it, if I flip the box over and open the lid so the lid is just flat on the ground. And then I might be able to like iron it so it might be more flat. I'm not sure. So then inside the box, yeah, you can see it's like kind of destroyed. These are the inner trays. The inner trays honestly don't look, well, these plastic inner trays, the clear ones, don't look like that bad. It's just that they're dirty, so I will definitely clean those out. This one looks to be in like, again, dirty, but in pretty good condition, no like rips or anything. So I think those just need a clean. And then the green inner trays are honestly in really bad condition. Look how warped those are. Like someone like shoved them in deep into the box, and there are, you can see tears like in this corner. And yeah, just a lot of warping, and they've clearly been like that for a while, so I don't know what I can do for these. Again, I'll of course try to clean them up as best I can, but I don't know what I can do. But we'll see by the end of this video. I will hopefully have at least clean them, and we'll see how I can improve the condition. And then the inner box itself, or not the inner box, like the inside of the box, also dirty, gonna need to clean. And the worst structural problem here, obviously, as you can see, the styrofoam is ripped. This part is like completely ripped, and then there's a tear running all the way along here. It stops around here. That's not like a complete tear, but definitely like is a tear, and you can see that the back is just moving like this. So I don't know what I can do for that. I'm not sure if I can glue it or if I can tape it. I will think about it and kind of show you clips throughout my repair process as I figure stuff out. This corner of the box looks pretty good. The bottom has some like, see if you can see here, this part is like not completely attached to the styrofoam, and there's some denting along here that will be like, it's all right, but I'll see what I can do to fix that. And then the right side of the box is also in pretty bad condition. You can see the cardboard is just like completely falling off. Yeah, and then like this looks like a flap, but it's obviously not a flap. It's supposed to be glued onto here because they had the plastic trays, and you could just take everything out from the top. The later boxes were more like there's a side flap, and then you could slide out the inner tray. But yeah, so this will have to be, I think this should not be too hard. I'll just like tape or glue this here. I don't really want to put tape on top of this part because then that's like taking away from the cardboard part, but I might have to just to ensure that it stays on here. And then where the lid attaches is also in pretty rough condition. It's like ripped in two places. There's clearly like two layers. They had just the normal like cardboard part here that kind of went on the outside of the styrofoam, and then the lid was a separate piece of cardboard that they like glued on. They glued and then folded on. So the inner layer of like the box, or the inner layer of the outer box here, the first like liner is clearly like falling off here all the way to here. So again, I'll see what I can do for that. I'll see if I can find some like glue or something that will work for it, or just like fold tape and then put it in the inside. And then the lid, well, the lid again is like okay condition, and it's secure. It's attached pretty securely, but if you look at this, that's going to need some repair to kind of keep it on there. And then the top part here is also in pretty bad condition. You can see it's like completely off. So again, not only tape. Yeah, this box is in really rough condition, but I'll see if I can fix it up. Definitely clean everything and tape it back together how I can. So yeah, I'm going to start the repair process. I'm not going to show all of it on camera because it would be probably like a 3-hour long video if I did that, but I'll show you guys clips throughout the repair process, and so that you can see how things are going. Okay, so I've taken the plastic window out of the 7735 box. And then what I also did is I took out my 7720 box that I've repaired before as a kind of reference for what to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make these tape brackets, which were really helpful last time in kind of reinforcing all of the corners. I don't know if I'm going to put them on all the corners of the 7735 box. This is definitely damaged here, so I'm going to do it here, and then I might do another one on the top corner here because there is some damage. I don't want to get it worse. Over here, I think what I'm going to do is, instead of making the brackets, I'm just going to make one really long strip of tape and put it over the top there, just so that the this, because this part obviously is damaged here, like this part is missing here. So I want to make that look a little bit nicer. And I'd rather have tape there than just like some ripped cardboard. So yeah, that's the first thing that I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna work on the window restoration. I went and found my the plastic sheets, which are, well, they're in this roll, and so I'll cut one of those to size after that. All right, so I finished the kind of top repairs of the box, pretty much everything except for the window. So on the left side, you can see I just put a strip of tape on over the entire side to kind of cover up the damage from whatever was removed on the top. And then I did also reinforce this little flap, this small one here. Hold up, hard to see here. I reinforced that small flap with a couple of pieces of tape because for some reason this was the only flap that had some damage along both sides. So yeah, I just put some tape there. And then on the other side, I did put these like tape brackets, just like I did for the 7727, as you can see. I cut those. They're not, of course, they're not perfect, but they're pretty good. I did also put, like, I extended the bracket a little bit on this side because the top part was tearing from the bottom part. So I wanted to also make sure that those pieces wouldn't come apart. And then yeah, on this flap, I also put some tape here because there were some rips. I didn't put it on the inside because I don't want to make like the flap super thick, but yeah, you can see the rips there that I kind of repaired with the tape. So yeah, now I'm going to cut the plastic piece to the same size as the original window, and then I can work on installing that piece. So the window's in. I'll show you guys a little bit of the inside work that I did here. You can see, it's a little hard to see with the light, but I've kind of just put an entire ring around the window of tape. Yeah, so now I'm going to work on the 7740 box. The first thing I'm going to do is just try to clean everything in it. But yeah, 7735 box, I'm very happy with how it turned out. Alright, so I cleaned out this box, and so it's no longer biohazard, hopefully. But it's in very questionable condition, and I'm not even sure how it got this bad. First off, as I literally vacuumed the box, I accidentally ripped the cover off. This can obviously be like taped or re-glued back on there, so it's not a huge deal, but kind of annoying. Yeah, I cleaned as best I could, but you can still see there's so much like warping and clearly water damage on that lid. Moving to the inside, it definitely looks a lot cleaner. In person, it's still extremely questionable. The middle tray is actually cleaned up like pretty nicely, I would say. Most of this was just like dirt and stuff, so it's still not perfect, but it's better. I might maybe do another round of cleaning with like a wet rag or something like that. The green trays, although at first glance they look okay, I did clean them out. They're extremely, extremely warped. Like, I'm not even sure how it gets this bad. Like, look at this. That's pretty bad. Like, you have to have stuff sitting in there for a long period of time. So unfortunately, I don't think I can really do anything else on these green trays because like the plastic is just so thin that like I can't really bend it back into shape. Clearly there was something that was deforming it for a long time, and then the plastic is now just kind of taking this shape, and it's not going to go back easily. I don't know. I might do a little bit of research and see like if there's any way to like heat it up and get it to go back to its original position, but I doubt it, so I will most likely just leave them like this, unfortunately. I do have two like other green trays from my other 7740 and like, or not other 7740, my actual copy of 7740 in like much better condition. And then the box, as you can see, I vacuumed inside the box. It's cleaned up a lot better, but still in very structurally questionable condition. There's this crack, so I'll see if I can either glue or tape that back together. And then this side is also, yeah, pretty bad, and then this side as well. So I'll see what I can do for those and kind of get this box, the outer box, back together. Yeah, and then this lid, I don't know if there's any way to like make the cardboard not so warped anymore. Like maybe there's a way to put cloths on it and then iron it so it kind of goes straight again. Unfortunately, there was yeah, you can see water damage on here. I think that's what caused all the warping. It's really weird because if you look at the bottom of the box, the paint is perfect on the bottom of the box. Obviously there's some scratches, but this not water damaged at all. And the colors are actually quite bright. So maybe what happened is like, and again, obviously like there was so much dirt and stuff in the inner trays. So what could have happened is maybe there was like, it was sitting on top of something that was dry, but there was water that like leaked down onto the lid, and that's what caused all of this warping on the lid. And then it like went into the box because there, again, as you saw in like the beginning before I cleaned it, there was a lot of like dirt and stuff in it. So maybe there's like some leak from outside that came through the lid of the box and damaged all the stuff inside. So it's unfortunate. I'll see if I can kind of get this back together, clean it up a little bit. But this box is in pretty bad condition. So here's what is probably going to be the finished product, at least for now, because I don't want to work on this anymore. I did attach the lid. I reattached a bunch of the sides with a combination of glue and, as you can see, some tape. The glue's kind of still drying, so it's not 100% like stable right now. You can see there's still some like gaps and stuff. The styrofoam is warped. The backside is like an arc like this, so it's not going to be perfect. As you can see, like the lid doesn't come all the way down to the bottom where it should be. Probably also because I ripped it off and had to reglue it. But yeah, that's like probably where I'm going to leave this because, again, I don't really want to work on it anymore. The inner trays taken out. Yeah, that's about where it is. Like you can see, this is ripped. I didn't end up like fixing it with glue or anything, so I'm kind of just using some tape to like hold it together like this, and you can see the angle of the back there. So yeah, rough condition box, but it is what it is. I got it for free, and it definitely is a lot better than when I got it. Still far from being like kind of perfect box, but you know, it's pretty good. Yeah, and I wasn't able to kind of flatten out the cover. Maybe I'll do that another day. But from what I read, you have to like use a bunch of, you have to have water, like spray it with water and then put some weight on top of it so that it will kind of flatten out. But I'm not sure if that'll even work, and I don't really want to do that today. I've already been working on this for several hours. While the glue on this was kind of drying, I worked on the 7735, like organizing the pieces and everything like that. So I don't know when I'll make a review on it, but it'll definitely be sometime in the future. So that brings me to the end of this box repair video. Pretty happy with everything, with how everything turned out. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Hopefully it will be a review, probably a review of the 7735. So yeah, and that also ends this series about the haul that I had in Denmark. So yeah, make sure to head over to the website, linked in the description, Faro Cigar. So yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.